Hi everyone, it's Liz here. Thank you for joining me today. I am sharing a fun project with you guys. This is going to be making some gift bags out of your 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. And I'm using Winter Wonderland by On A Whimsical Adventure, and this will be for my design project. I love the images for these different digitals, and it inspired me so much to make these bags. So if you want to see the tutorial, stay tuned. I'll be showing you step by step how I've made these gift bags. I'll be using these to send to Happy Mail and Christmas gifts, etc. And I think it's just such a fun way to use these digitals as well as some of the additional pieces that are in these digitals. So I selected these pages to show you guys, but the ones I have already done are also part of the digitals. There's some tickets and some tags. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. So I am and it also comes with these little bows. You can make a tiny bow and a big bow, and it's so quick and easy, and I love it so much, you guys. So I'm going to show you how to make the big bag with one of these sheets, and as you see, it's a 9.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So this is the first bag that I'll be showing you, and I haven't decided where I'm putting this bow yet, so it keeps popping out, but I made it so that the person that gets it can take everything apart if they want to use it over again. So that's why I clipped it with this paper clip, and it's got a little um, snowflake. So this is one of the digitals. This is the paper that I selected, and as you can see, it's nice and roomy in there. And I'm using it to put in my little paper samplers that I have made for my Happy Mail. And I'll show you the paper samplers later in another video probably. But they fit so nicely in here. I love using them in my work, and so I thought I would add one of these to the bags. Now bag number 2 has a gusset, if you can see here. So it makes it a little bit thinner, so you can't fit such a wide item in it, but you get to select if you want the gusset or not. This one I've added the larger bow, which is gorgeous, a little ticket as an embellishment, and I'm going to show you how to cut those tickets later. And then it's actually a little tip on how to cut the edges. And as you can see, the gusset of the bag in here, it's so perfect. And you know what, I'm gonna love it for last minute gifts. If I don't have something, I'll just grab one of my digitals. So let me show you how to make this one. And as I said, I've left everything removable so the person that gets it can take everything apart and use every piece if they want to. I'll be using it printed on 9.5 sheet of paper, 9.5 by 11. Oh my gosh, 8.5 by 11. I'm so sorry. It's a photocopy paper size. And that's the one I'll be using. And so I'm going to use this sheet, and I am going to really just wing it. I know I've seen some people make bags in different types of pockets and stuff, but I thought for me this kind of is a little bit easy as well. I don't have to measure so much. I mean, sometimes I don't have time to measure, but as you can see, I'm just bringing the edges together sort of in the center. So I'm trying to keep it in the center. And what I decided to do to glue this together, I found that with regular, like the tacky glue that I have, it was just feeling a little bit lumpy. So I think I'll be using just this invisible tape, and it's supposed to be, but we'll see how that turns out. Now this is just to show you guys, of course, it's the tutorial or the how-to. So I'll just be attaching these edges together, and I'll do that all the way up. So what I like to do is just cut separate pieces and kind of stagger them, and then this way I find that it gives me a really good bond. I also like the fact that it makes the page a little bit more flexible to fit things in, and it's almost like if I'm wrapping a gift. So you know, when you're just wrapping your gifts and you're just attaching the edges, that's really how I kind of see this process. Now as you can see, it's not really invisible, so I'm not sure why it's called invisible tape, because I can see it, but this is what you're left with. So now to make the, to close the bottom, I like to just do a little, maybe 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. And so this, you can use your scoreboard if you'd like. If you don't have one, I guess you can just use ruler and fold it over on itself. But I will be using my scoreboard, and it's just at the bottom, as I said. So I like to start at the I guess the front of the bag, so that everything folds to the back, as you can see. So this would be the back. So I'll be scoring on the front of it. Guys, I love these images. I'm in love with them. They put me in the Christmas spirit, and I can't wait to send these out and to, share these with my friends and my happy mail people. So here we go. I'm just showing you. I like to score both sides. This way it just makes it easier to be able to fold it either way. And once you finish with the score, I will be cutting one side of the page. So I'll be cutting the back off. Right now I'm just going to make sure that I folded everything where it needs to be. And now can you think of all these things you can add to these cute little bags? And if you ran out of wrapping paper, or you've got a little item that you want to make extra special, these are so perfect. If you've got some digitals hanging out there and you're thinking, what am I going to do with them? This would be the perfect way to use them up. So here I will be cutting just up to the edge where I folded, as you can see, and I'll be doing that to both sides. And then what I'll do is I'll cut off the part that's on the back of the bag. So just that little extra piece that I folded over, I will be cutting that out. And as I said, my intention for this was for the person that receives it to be able to use every little piece if they want to in something else. And so I won't be attaching the embellishments. I'll just be paper clipping them together. Maybe I'll embellish some more paper clips. I'm thinking I'll be adding some die cuts as well, maybe to the bag after I've added my little paper sampler. And yeah, I think it's a fun little Happy Meal project, you guys. It's something you can easily do and quickly send to, someone that you want to make happy. So here I'm just folding it over. And then for this part, I will be adding some glue. But as I said, I'm not quite happy with how the glue was turning out for some reason. It didn't feel like it was holding properly. And I was afraid that it would just quickly rip off. So I don't know, I thought that using the tape is better. I wouldn't use washi tape because washi tape is meant to be removable, so that might just make a mess. But I guess any type of adhesive that you prefer would work. I'm just using tape and glue at the bottom for this project. So easy peasy, right, you guys? So we're almost done here. And now if you want to just watch me decorate it and just put the embellishments together, I'm going to make it look like this one, which for this one I had a doily and one of the, I don't know what we call those. I should have written it down, the little tag toppers, I guess, or bag toppers. And then I'll be adding maybe a little bow to it as well. Now you could always punch holes at the top and feed string through it. You could also just staple it closed. You could fold the top over. So it's really up to you what you would like to do with closing these up. But as I said, I'm going to leave it open so that the person that gets it can use the pieces separately if they want to, or just keep it together. So this is what it will end up looking like. I will be using probably the tiny bow like here, and I decided I would just clip it in. This way it's also removable. And then I've got the little charm that's a snowflake on the paper clip. So here I'm just showing you how I put that together. Isn't this just easy and fun and just looks so gorgeous? And so there's that, and all I would need to add is the bow and the charm. So the bows also come with the digitals if you select those. I love this paper as well. It's also part of the digital. So there's like a couple different paper packs, and here's the tickets that I'm showing you. I love these. So here's a tip for you guys on cutting those little edges to make it look like a ticket. I just use my hole punch and just cut like a corner off, and then it actually ends up giving it those corners that are, really nicely cut. I don't have to fussy cut them, and this does it for me. So as you can see, so there we have some tickets ready to be attached. And so this is it for this bag. I think what I'll do is I'll do a separate video for the gusseted bag. If you guys want to check that out, I will link it below. Questions, comments, please let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by.